Hello friends, it's Dr. John WorldPeace JD coming to you from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Today is October the 14th, 2023. My name is John WorldPeace and my metric is peace. And on this side of the coin it says, they will beat their plowshares, their swords into plowshares. That's my metric, not money. Yes, we all have to have money to live, but money is not my all-consuming goal. Okay, we're going to talk about old man Biden saying that Hamas is worse than AlQueda. Seriously, brain-dead comment. Friends, Biden's getting more senile every day. He says Hamas makes AlQueda look pure. Does anyone think Hamas can take down a building in America? Especially something on the sides of the World Trade Towers? Give me a break. Donald Trump is getting more and more insane every day because he's trying to save his fake fortune. And he cannot focus on the presidency anymore. He is looking more and more worn out. He is in many criminal courts now, and that is not like the civil courts. It can be easily manipulated by a really high-end lawyer. But with all these criminal cases, only one has to triumph over Trump, and he goes to jail, probably for the rest of his life. I did not vote for Biden. I voted against Trump. Biden is living in the 20th century. Israel is a great impediment to the USA. The Zionists have control over Biden and the rest of the fools in Washington who take the Zionist money to work against America. Zion runs an apartheid state, which all real Americans detest and condemn. Zion is running a concentration camp in Gaza that each day adds more crimes against humanity to its resume. Netanyahu is big a crook as Trump, and he is trying to twist the judicial system to save himself and move the apartheid state of Zion to the theocracy of Zion, just like his nemesis, Iran. This Gaza-Hamas thing is about 75 years of domination of the Palestinians by Israel, backed by the USA. The way to end the Hamas problem is to recognize them and then sit down at the negotiating table with them. But Biden and the Republicans and Democrats do not want to sit down with Hamas because all evil criminal acts of Zion against the Palestinians in general and the Zionist Holocaust in Gaza would come into the daylight along with what the Zionists have done in Gaza is an abomination to everything that is America. That's right. Bring Hamas to the negotiating table, and the Zionists are immediately the ones on trial. Can't have that, can we, Grandpa Joe? The stupid Christians and all their blah, blah, blah about the end times and the book of Revelation has placed Zion in control of America, and that must end. None of these holy roller Christian nationalists will debate me on my book the third millennium, second reformation of Christianity. I am the advocate for Jesus Christ. John 14:25. The stupid Christians go over and bow down to Israel and subordinate Jesus to the Zionists that crucified him because of the false book of Revelation. But worse than that, while America is fighting Putin in Ukraine, which requires all of America's attention in order to stay out of another world war in Europe by holding the line against Russia, we have to deal with 75 years ongoing chaos caused by apartheid Zionist state. Let me tell you that the brain-dead Biden does not realize America is the chosen nation of God. Why? Because it is the only melting pot nation in the world human society that is inclusive of all nations, all religions, all races, all genders. Zion is a radical, racist nation of Zionists, dismissive and intolerant of all other religions. The radical right Zionists were spitting on Christians just a week ago. And Netanyahu has contempt for Christian America that he has to serve. These yahoos in Washington can't jump high enough for Zion because of so many Jews in America. But as I said above, America is a nation of Palestinians and Muslims. Why is there no talk of the global rights of our Palestinian citizens whose families are being tortured in Gaza and the rest of the occupied lands? Israel is the apartheid state. Israel is foisting a Holocaust on Gaza. Period. Right when we are in a life or death struggle with the Ukrainians, Israel is again taking front and center attention of the immensely more critical problem in Ukraine. I say to the criminal Trump and old man Biden, go home. You're living in the 20th century, making a deal with Saudis who have not fully acknowledged that they were the breeding ground for AlQueda and Osama bin Laden, and therefore an accomplice to 911. Why is Biden cutting a deal with them to turn over the Palestinians to the Zionists? That's nuts. And lastly, Zion has cut off food, water, medical supplies, electricity to Gaza. Do you know how many are going to die there if Biden does not get real with Israel? Retire, Biden. You disgust me, old man. You're disoriented in the 21st century. Those sunglasses say a lot about you. Old fuddy-duddy, living in the glory days of the past. 1 million Palestinians are in jeopardy right now under the corrupt Zionists. And you are comparing Hamas with Al-Queda. You're making a deal with and for Zion against the Palestinians and their 75 years of torture. What's wrong with this picture? Dr. John WorldPeace, J.D., the only global advocate for world peace and the independent maverick write-in candidate for President of the United States 2024. The URL is right below this video. The only nation on earth where all races, all nationalities, all religions, both genders have dedicated themselves to the propagation of a more sane and just world human society. The real God-chosen nation of God is America, not Zion. Contribute at WorldPeace Teaching Peace WorldPeace.com. 98% of the money goes to promote world peace, not to buy me a big car, house, or whatever, because I'm a minimalist and I don't need those things. Contribute or go back to sleep. Have a good day.